to put it in the business statement.
What, Mr. Speaker, what I have just said on point 1, I said I have 2 issues. Issue 1, I was expecting the majority leader to have included the matter in the business committee's deliberations for us to consider, so that at least a bipartisan parliamentary committee could be established after deliberations on the matter to get into this staggering, these attacks. So that is issue 1. Issue 2, and again, I was expecting him to have also included, that is the Obuasi incident. Mr. Speaker, I know, as politicians, sometimes on the campaign platforms, out of enthusiasm, based on the expectation of the people, we slip here and there. But once you win and you are in charge, you need to call people to order. Mr. Speaker, this country can only survive when the business community has confidence in our country. Anglo Gold Ashanti is listed on the International Stock Exchange. It is a major investment. Anglo Gold Ashanti was shut down for years, and it took quiet diplomacy and engagement to get an investor to invest in Anglo Gold Ashanti. They contribute to our economic growth in this country. What has happened there is very unacceptable. We should not encourage it. It is unfortunate that able-bodied young men have lost their lives. It's unfortunate. Young men who could otherwise be productive for society have lost their lives. It shouldn't be happening. Mr. Speaker, we as a House expected the Honorable Majority Leader to have brought this matter up to the Business Committee. Just the President can make his orders, but this is the people's representative, Dr. Kasiel. Dr. Kasiel Atuba Forsen, my respected Majority Leader, Leader of Government Business. Today is your first time of being at the dispatch box to read business statement. And this is a national issue. The people of Obuasi, your own friend Kweku Kwati, his people are suffering. There's lawlessness in his backyard. It couldn't have been that you of all will forget it and not even table it for discussion. That is my concern. Although you are on your way to the Ministry of Finance, but do something for the records. Do something for the records. Mr. Speaker, it is unacceptable. All the killings, all the lawlessness, Mr. Speaker, this country, all of us, all of us, all of us. Mr. Speaker, they're killing my staff. Mr. Speaker, violence must stop. The violence must stop.
Honourable members.
The violence must stop.
Honourable members, order.
The violence must stop.
Stop killing your own party people.
The violence must stop.
Honourable members.
The violence must stop.
Honourable members, order.
Stop.
All members, order.
Mr. Speaker, on that note,
Honorable Minority Leader, please conclude.
very well, Mr. Speaker, I shall be grateful for just one more minute to conclude. I thank you, nevertheless, for this treasure space to bring this national issue to the fore. I entertain no doubt that my respected colleague, the majority leader, will take this matter up and ensure that the right thing is done to assure all Ghanaians. That notwithstanding, Mr. Speaker, this is just a teaser. We would come formally, if no action is taken, we would come formally, invoke all the parliamentary tools available at our disposal, available to us, to ensure that if the government does not act, and we don't want any empty action. We don't want empty action. We want a comprehensive action that people would have confidence in. This parliament will have to constitute a committee to immediately visit Obuasi to get into this matter and ensure that the business community gets the assurances. Yes, that the business community get the assurance that this parliament stands with them, that the business community is safe to do business, and all other places that there is violence, government must take steps to stop the violence and allow people to freely do their work. Mr. Speaker, I thank you and I rest my case.
Honorable Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, this morning the business committee met. The Honorable Minority Leader was absent. He did not attend. Mr. Speaker, he did not attend the business committee meeting. And he did not attend the business committee meeting.
Honorable members, order. Honorable members, order. Let's have some order. Honorable members, order. Honorable Chief Whip, you don't have the floor. Honorable Minority Chief Whip. Honorable Minority Chief Whip, you don't have the floor.
No, you don't have the floor.
You don't have the floor. Honorable minority members, order. Order. Honorable minority members, order.
Mr. Speaker, he was visibly absent, visibly missing. The Honorable Chief Whip, the Minority Chief Whip, was present though. But Mr. Speaker, the Chief Whip who represented the caucus also failed to table anything for us to discuss. Mr. Speaker, he failed to table anything for us to discuss. And you've turned around to accuse me. Mr. Speaker, I recognize that these are tools that the minority leader can use to address issues of national concern. Mr. Speaker, I recognize that. Mr. Speaker, let me put on record that we in the NDC does not subscribe to violence. We don't. And let no one create an impression. Let no one create an impression. Let no one create an impression that that there is an absence of political violence in the Republic of Ghana. That is not the truth. Mr. Speaker, what happened at Obuasi is most regrettable. It's most regrettable. Mr. Speaker, His Excellency the President, President John investigation. Mr. Speaker, His Excellency the President immediately ordered for an immediate full-scale investigation into the killings of 9 small-scale miners. Mr. Speaker, it is obvious that the government is already in motion. It is obvious that the government has already acted. And so, Mr. Speaker, I will take the matter up with my colleague. But I urge him, Mr. Speaker, I urge him to attend
Let's have some order.
business committee meetings. I urge him to attend business committee meetings. Mr. Speaker, I was at the business committee meeting. We finished the meeting and I went to the appointment committee meeting. So don't say that you were at the appointment committee meeting. You weren't there. Mr. Speaker, next time, let him attend to the business committee meeting so that together, we can find solutions to national issues. We are here to work for the public, for the Republic of Ghana. Let's work together. And I can assure you, as long as I remain your leader, I will work with you. And together we can find a better way to resolve issues of national importance. Mr. Speaker, I believe that the business statement is quite brief, and so I urge you that we should adopt the business statement for today for us to make progress. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable
No business. members, order. Honourable members, order. Honourable members, I would engage the two leaders of the House, Honourable Stephen Amwa. Honourable members, I would engage the leadership of the House, particularly the minority leader and the majority leader, so that we can effectively resolve the issue. Honourable members, the business statement as presented is hereby adopted. Honourable Majority Leader, any indication?
Mr. Speaker, we agreed that we will be suspending for 20 minutes and we will immediately reconvene into a closed sitting. But prior to that, we'll lay a report and before we go into the closed sitting. No, joint caucus meeting, so that we can have a joint caucus meeting before we come back and conclude. Mr. Speaker, hopefully the joint caucus meeting will not last for more than 20 minutes. And so we urge that we stick to our time. Thank you.
So, Honorable Majority Leader, are we laying the reports before we move to the joint caucus meeting? Honorable Minority Leader. Honorable Majority Leader. Well, I recognize Honorable Minority Leader. Minority Leader, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, at the pre-sitting, the understanding was we'll proceed with a joint caucus. When we done and we back, we proceed with the other matters. So, Mr. Speaker, that's understanding. And we'll go with that. Thank you.
Honorable members, I suggest that we lay the report for distribution to members, and thereafter we can do the joint caucus and then come back.
Mr. Speaker, we had. Oh, you want to vote? Okay. Vote on what? Mr. Speaker, we had an understanding. Let's go by, Mr. Speaker, let's go by the majority leader's discussion. Let's go by what
Minority Leader, you know the rules of the House. Just address the chair.
Mr. Speaker, the respected leader of government business and leader of the House has suggested that we go into a joint caucus, and upon return, we proceed with other business. That was not the understanding. No. Mr. Speaker, let's go into joint caucus. When we come back, the laying will be done. If some orders would have to be suspended for the matter to be taken, we are going to cooperate with you, of course, subject to good behavior.
Honorable Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, Right Honorable Speaker, as earlier indicated, it is time for us to move to a joint caucus meeting, so I urge you to suspend so that we can move into a joint caucus meeting. Thank you.
So, honorable members, sitting is accordingly suspended. honourable members' prayers.